Hello, I'm Dana Howard.
And I'm Alicia Malaby. Next on News 10 at 6. He's caught, a murder suspect in the killing of a father of 5. Tonight, he's under arrest.
And a pizza restaurant robbed in Elk Grove. The suspects take off but end up in a deadly crash. Cops now are looking at whether this is related to a string of robberies.
And it's coming down. A weekend storm wreaks havoc on the highways, but leaves plenty of joy for snowboarders and skiers. That's coming up next on News 10 at 6.
Hi, I'm News 10 Good Morning's Monica Woods. News 10 has a new way to connect with you.
Here's your on-the-road forecast on News 10 meteorologist.
Now when you're on the road and filling up at participating gas stations in our area, you can get News 10 weather and information while you're at the pump from PTI Media Networks. Just go to news10.net to see which station is closest to you.
Alicia Malaby and Dana Howard. This is News 10 at 6.
Thanks for stopping by News 10. It is a wet evening outside and a nice time to maybe stay inside and keep warm.
Yeah, sure is. It's been coming down nearly all day long, making the streets a watery mess. Here's a look live now from at Sacramento tonight, where the rain is still coming down under gray skies. It's been coming down for most of the day with pooling and puddling on the highways. It has forced traffic to slow down. Here's what it looked like outside of our Broadway studios about a half hour ago. The rain picked up in Sacramento after tapering off just a bit between 4 and 5 o'clock this evening. And here's what it looked like earlier. Pretty much anywhere you looked around in the capital city, it was rainy and cloudy. Thankfully, this storm didn't pack the winds that we saw earlier this week. Meteorologist J.D. Marr has been tracking the storm. Let's check in with him in the Weather Center. J.D.?
Well, we do have a combination of factors tonight. What we're looking for tonight is a little bit of fog. That low cloud deck is going to be settling down right in toward the valley. So we're dealing with fog, light showers throughout the Central Valley today. As far as up at Lake Tahoe, it is 38 degrees, and it looks like we will see some snow on the Lake Tahoe Valley floor. Winds there are out of the southwest to 2 miles per hour. Here is News 10 Doppler radar. Most of the showers now are settling down south of Modesto. You can see even north of Merced, some moderate to heavy showers. Light, just kind of nuisance showers, steady stream from the west to the east, even up from Yuba City north. It's starting to taper off. You can see up here past Clear Lake. So things are actually getting better for us. Fog in the morning, that's a certain possibility. And a bigger storm for Monday night and Tuesday. That's what I'll be talking about coming up. Back to you guys.
All right, well, today's storm is a welcome change for many people from the hot and dry weather that took us from the end of summer into fall. These recent storms are heaven on earth for skiers. A deluge of snow now covers the mountains. This is a live look tonight at the mountains near Lake Tahoe. It is a blanket of white. The mountains got so much snow this weekend. In fact, some resorts opened early. For skiers and snowboarders, today was the first weekend day to hit the slopes. News 10's Monica Diaz reports from the hills, where the sounds is of what? Dude, let's go riding. Monica?
Dana, lots of rain here at Immigrant Gap, but up the hill it's all about the snow. Several ski resorts getting the okay. They're back and they're in business.
Snowboarders slamming the rails. Skiers hitting the slopes. The snow luring dozens of folks to the mountains.
This rocks. That's all I have to say about that. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this all summer.
The ski season in full swing. The Boreal Mountain Resort getting a head start. The second earliest opening in its history.
We always plan to be ready, you know, mid-October, but we had to call in the troops way early last minute, and they were all fired up.
Colin Flauta on duty, giving riders a lift to the top.
I got a call. They told me to come in early for the season.
When were you supposed to come in?
I was supposed to start next week.
So how's it been, I guess, so far?
It's been pretty fun.
The snow machines are silent. It's a fresh start to the season. A storm dumping 4 to 5 feet of powder. It's all natural, good enough to eat.
It tastes like ice.
3-year-old Dexter decked out his first skiing lesson, learning the tricks from who else? His dad.
Somebody's got to get him going. Somebody's got to keep up with him.
And he's been doing pretty good. Are you impressed so far,
yeah.
son?
Yeah, he likes it.
So does this little guy. Too much fun can wipe you out, but everyone out here says it's worth it. They hope it gets even better.
More snow. Lots more.
And chains are required on Interstate 80 from Amador to Kirkwood. So if you're heading up here, you have to be, of course, come prepared and be very careful. And Dana, you know, I know you can't hear me, but I already know how to ski, but I got inspired today. I think I'm going to try the snowboarding thing, you know, while you're young. Back to you.
I'll say it for you, Monica. Break a leg. All right, thank you.
The search for a missing Rio Vista cyclist who vanished during the storms in the Sierra has been called off. 59-year-old Andrew Sewell disappeared during last weekend's storms while on a mountain biking trip near Lake Tahoe. He went biking either last Saturday or Sunday but wasn't prepared for the cold, snowy weather. His vehicle was discovered under several feet of snow. Sewell apparently made this trip several times a year. A father of 5 was brutally gunned down in his doorway recently. Tonight, Sacramento Sheriff's deputies say they have caught his killer. Bobby Sangthavong was arrested this afternoon at an apartment in Del Paso Heights. The man who lived there was also arrested on charges of harboring a fugitive after the suspect was found hiding behind a door inside. Sangthavong is suspected of killing Jerry Sarnowski, who was shot to death in his doorway on October 3rd. Both men apparently worked at Pepsi, and Sangthavong was fired just before the murder. Sheriff's deputies say Sangthavong believes Sarnowski had a role in his firing. Apparently, broadcast reports about the suspect helped authorities track him down.
We had numerous tips came into the communications center after being broadcast yesterday. They were able to find him based on some of those tips and just good detective work.
Authorities say Bobby Sangthavong was not armed when they captured him. He will face homicide charges.
Weekend afternoons are usually a quiet time of day in Elk Grove, but this afternoon it was very different. Robbers hit a pizza restaurant in broad daylight, but it didn't stop there. The suspects take cops on a high-speed chase. News 10's Jonathan Mazzocchi is in Laguna right now, where the chase, we understand, Jonathan, came to a deadly end.
That's exactly right, Dana. It all began right here at this facility right off of the 7700 block of Laguna Boulevard. What's especially disturbing is the fact that up to 60 kids were in the Laguna Pizza restaurant when the robbers decided to make their hit. Around 12:30 this afternoon, 2 men pulled up in a car. One got out of it and went immediately inside the restaurant. He went to the back door area of the facility and then took some cash from a vault. The manager of the restaurant stumbled in and saw the suspect. He then pushed her out of the side and took off with some of the cash. Employees ran out of the restaurant and got the license plate number of the suspect vehicle, and they called police. Authorities were able to locate the car on Highway 99 and a high-speed chase followed. It ended when the driver crashed into a sound wall near Mack Road. This incident, by the way, was obviously very upsetting to employees of the restaurant.
I've heard about the robberies in this area, especially pizza parlors, I've heard, but I just did not think anybody would ever do this broad daylight. So many people, especially little children around. That's just what gets me the most.
And we're told by police one of the suspects died at the scene of the accident. The driver of the car survived and was taken to an area hospital for treatment. And one of the things authorities are doing tonight is they're investigating this robbery to see perhaps if it is connected to a string of other robberies that have taken place at several pizza restaurants in the Elk Grove area to see what type of connection there may be. Live in Elk Grove, I'm Jonathan Mazzocchi, News 10.
All right, Jonathan, it is a very disturbing day for those folks there.
Certainly.
All right, thank you.
We have much more ahead on News 10 at 6.
Well, the rest of this weekend for President Bush and Senator John Kerry, they're resting up as they take their campaign messages to voters in swing states. This is News 10 at 6.
I'm News 10's Chief Meteorologist Alyssa Lynn, and this is News 10's Doppler radar. You know all the weather data you see? It all starts from right here. And what makes News 10's Doppler so special is its power. I know, we're always saying our Doppler is bigger and better, but with this guy, it's true! News 10 Doppler radar scans farther than any Doppler in the area, and it can show you just where the rain stops and the snow starts. So now that winter weather season is here, take comfort in knowing News 10's Doppler radar is here.
Presidential helicopter in the middle of a ballpark with music from Top Gun blaring through the loudspeakers. Before that, he stopped in Lakeland, Florida to tell the crowd there that terrorists are poised to strike America again. Therefore, the country needs a strong commander-in-chief like him and not like John Kerry.
And JD joining us now. It's shaping up to be a soggy Saturday.
You know, it's been dreary all day. We've only had about 0.07 of an inch of rain. It's been that light drizzle. It's starting to taper off in the Central Valley, but this is just round one. The second one, Monday night and Tuesday, is what I'm really going to focus on. We have a big winter storm coming up for the early part of your week. Don't go away. Weather's coming up next.
And now, this is News 10 at 6.
Some ghosts and goblins got an early start to their Halloween fun. They went to the 13th annual Safetyville Halloween Hunt. The event featured all kinds of games and spooky fun for kids of all ages. News 10's Darla Givens emceed the event that helps raise money for Safetyville's education programs. The event also helped out News 10's Coats for Kids drive, with everyone who donated a coat receiving $1 off of their admission. Well, despite a little rain, everybody had a good time.
Do ghosts and goblins even come out during rain like this?
They did today. I saw a cowboy, Superman, all kinds of cute outfits.
I like the
Halloween.
kid with the tail. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cute.
Well, JD Barr is over the weather. Right. Well, JD Barr is over the Weather Center right now. He's taking a look at what we have coming up this week. If you thought last week was bad, JD, you said next week is going to be something else?
That's right. Monday and Tuesday, we have a very cold, wet Pacific storm. And by the way, News 10 meteorologist Darla Givens will be back here standing where I am the first weekend in November after her maternity leave. We've missed her, and we wish her well. She's coming back. This is that frontal system that brought us the nuisance showers just kind of all afternoon and through the evening. You can see now it's starting to break off from the north down to the south. We'll still have some showers down through the San Joaquin Valley, and even the southern San Joaquin Valley will remain even through the morning hours. Your Sunday morning will involve some partly cloudy conditions and even still a chance of a light shower or two, but I'll let you know about that. Anyway, let's go outside. Tonight, that cloud deck is settling down, and the air is condensing into a kind of a thick pea soup, a water vapor / fog. Patchy fog is in my forecast for even tomorrow morning. Downtown Sacramento got to 59 degrees, Stockton 63, Modesto 65, it was a 58 in Marysville. Rather cool day due to the lack of sunshine. Fairfield 60 degrees, Lake Tahoe got to 42 degrees. And take a look at the News 10 Doppler radar. I'm seeing some heavy showers right now down through Merced area, just north of Merced, sliding up into the Gold Country. It's really hit and miss. A lot of this is steady to the eastern side of the Sacramento Valley. But you can see as we move through the next few hours, we're going to start to see a little break, maybe even some clearing as the cold front does start to pass. My forecast high yesterday, well, it was a little off. We did get to, as we look at that forecast high, 66 was my forecast. Outside of the range of the 5 degree, but my promise is that I'll always definitely show it to you. And as far as temperatures goes, well, other highs today, we looked at temperatures in the upper 50s. 59 in Elk Grove, Stockton got to 63. You can see where they got a little bit more sunshine today. 65 was the high down in Modesto. Now right now it's rather cool, mid-50s, still 60 in Stockton. Roseville is at 56 degrees, Placerville is at 51, 43 at Pollock Pines, and the 38 just almost close enough to snow up there at Lake Tahoe, and it certainly will be through the morning hours. Now as this system slides down to the south, that's what we'll anticipate some clearing, and we'll see some unstable air sliding in from the north down into the south. That means some beautiful cloud formations on your Saturday. I'm going for partly cloudy conditions. Let's look into the crystal ball here. This is News 10's Futurecast. There we are at 6 o'clock, sliding in. Even at 11 o'clock tonight, the San Joaquin Valley still has some moderate showers. And then we see some clearing by 7 o'clock in the morning. Partly cloudy conditions. I'm going to go ahead and leave a chance for showers in the Gold Country, even in the southern Sacramento Valley through tomorrow morning. But Sunday looks pretty good. Hit and miss clouds, chance of showers in the morning, and then overall, looking pretty good. National Weather Service has a snow advisory above 5,500 feet tonight, and this is that next system we're talking about. Monday through Tuesday, there's already a winter storm watch. Snow levels even lower, down to 4,000 feet, even through Wednesday morning. Time to travel now. Going to the Bay Area, San Francisco, 63, possibly a leftover shower tonight and through the morning, but improving weather. All in all, I'll call for a nice day, but on the chilly side in San Francisco. We're going to leave everything from a chance of showers to patchy fog in the Central Valley with light wind tomorrow. Highs warming due to more sunshine, obviously. Even in the Sacramento area, be aware of patchy fog if you're driving early tomorrow morning. Scattered showers, then improving weather. Same patchy fog, light showers, partly cloudy day. The afternoon looks better than the morning. West wind in the Gold Country, 10 to 12 miles per hour in partly cloudy conditions. And head to the mountains. I'm going to leave a threat of snow showers through tomorrow, tapering off in the afternoon. And then Monday and Tuesday, looks like we could see about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain, even more up in the Gold Country and foothills. And as I mentioned before, very, very low snow down to at least 4,000. This is a cold and wet system coming up Monday and Tuesday. All in all, both Dana and Alicia, looks like your Sunday is going to be a pretty nice day. Back to you.
All right, very good, JD. Surprisingly cold weather.
Yeah, an early start to winter.
Yeah, the last time I remember that they had this much snow before Halloween, we ended up with record amounts of snow coming in to the point that it was on national news about how some people had to enter their homes up in the Sierra through their second-story windows in order to to get in there with that much
See
snow.
what happens.
You
wow.
jinxed us-
People
jinxed us
need it.
now.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
It's my fault?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Y'all can send me the hate mail.
Well, people watching the World Series today.
I think regardless of, I know there's some St. Louis fans out there, but a lot of people pulling for Boston in this series just because it's been so long for those guys. I'll give you an update on the World Series as well as an update on one member of the Raiders coaching staff who was hospitalized yesterday. Plus, the well-traveled Sacramento Kings have finally returned home to Arco. A preview of tonight's game against the Hornets next in sports.
31 and 44 for your lows and highs, trucking at 29.